Stagnation. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Brazen.
Let's go.
We have a reaction video for you today, talking about CBDCs. We're not even gonna hold you guys up, and let's jump right into it. The devil has been released upon the streets, and it is coming right for your necks. Okay, this is the
Step on your necks.
yes. Is this the English Prime Minister now?
Yes, sir.
And it's crazy, everything that he's talking about in this video, man. We have done videos where we had the PDFs from the International Bank of Settlements,
World Economic Forum, the World
World
Bank.
Economic Forums. Literally the same thing that these people were talking about in those articles. It seems they have their first official mouthpiece.
London Bridge has fallen.
I guess we'll say this is a reaction video to a reaction video, because in this video we see Russell Brand watching the same thing, and I think it gives me hope, man, because while we may not be able to reach as many, but we're definitely reaching some important people. It is incredible that someone with a platform like Russell Brand sees what is going on and is saying something about it. So with no further ado, let's dive right into this thing.
Oh, we got audios on.
Yes, let's work on that audio. One moment. Let me sort that out here. All right, here we go.
Central bank digital currencies. Central bank digital currencies. CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote.
I like it because that's quite a broad concept. What is
Russell Brand is the greatest ever, man. This man is awesome. That they couldn't even. Well, let's carry on. Let's go.
this person's an idiot? Which we think that they are. It's like a digital penny for your digital money box, for your digital shithole that you live in. You will owe nothing. You will be happy.
That could be used alongside physical notes and coins.
For now, till we phase them out. If you start any little trucker protests, oh, where's my money gone? The digital...
Oh, that was hilarious.
Bro.
I don't know if anybody else could have been on point than that.
Dude, I'm not even going to say anything, because that's... What else can we say, bro? It is facts. We've done videos on it already. We've seen what is happening in China. Right? We did another video earlier where I said, I don't think CBDCs are going to... They will not succeed, man.
The problem though is this: they're trying to simplify it. They've come, like, when it comes to marketing and commercializing, these guys are the experts. So what's going to happen is that they're trying to simplify, like, oh, it's just like using your credit card.
Yeah.
Until you find out.
Lies. Nothing like it.
Little piggy bank is broken, I'm afraid. Start being a bit more cooperative.
Unlike most of the digital money people use daily today, it would be issued directly by a central bank, like the Bank of England in the UK.
That's good, a central bank. Nothing wrong with central...
At the last video, I was like, if this is given directly by the central banks, that means the commercial banks are no longer needed.
Yeah,
it's digital,
absolutely.
so you're storing it in the federal wallet.
Yes. But where would the bankers go? Are they all going to go join the government now, or join the central banks now?
I mean, they are subsidiaries of the big banks. They are they are not federal organizations. They are actually private institutions.
Okay, so they'll just change the name then from a bank to a central bank,
We're gonna have
or
a
something,
lot of
or something branded along those lines.
Just saying, man. Just
It's
saying.
inefficient. I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't think that, again, this is what I was saying about people are smart, right? The same way he sees it, and with this man has millions of followers. Yeah, I think one thing that the institutions have not realized is that they are no longer fully in control of media. We have YouTubers, multiple YouTubers, getting more views daily
than
than CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. But I don't think they're getting the message. The power is no longer in their hands. And I'm 100% behind that. This is why I think CBDCs will fail. Because if Russell Brand says to his followers, no, we're not doing that, he has a stronger reach. If Joe Rogan says no, we're not doing that. Okay, let's keep going.
Centralised authority, centralised power, globalist decrees coming down from on high, avoiding democracy. That's exactly what we want. Keep talking.
And governments and central banks across the world are working together.
Oh, really? They're working together? Well, that's just such great news. The IMF, the World Bank. Why don't we involve the WEF and the WHO? What we need are unelected global bodies that have been able to co-opt political power, respond to financial power, and ignore and oppress ordinary people. Whether
How about that?
Governments around the world are working together.
Yeah.
Really? Or are you saying institutions, the big banks, are working with governments to control the population?
It's governments around the world are working together to create a centralized instrument, right, for everyone
Further
to interact.
centralize their control
Okay.
of the governments.
Let's put it this way. I'll give them that. Let's say the governments are working together. Would it not seem that if they're working together, what they should be working together then is on an instrument that is already available globally, like Bitcoin?
Something else comes to mind. You see how we've weaponized the US dollar?
Yeah.
CBDCs will be worse than that. 'Cause,
Oh, I mean,
African countries, we need your money. Please borrow us some money. We'll give it to you in CBDCs. Now you
Yeah.
have zero speech. You say, your entire country is done, destroyed,
Yeah, it's about
just
maintaining
with
that power.
money, without even dropping a weapon.
And this is why, man, Bitcoin is just like this burning, how would you say, like an eruption, if you will. It's like a volcano just cutting through all the bullshit. You know, and I don't think these people are set up. Look, for this thing to work, okay, there's going to have to be a point where these people would have to get YouTube and all these other media outlets and be like, hey, take Joe Rogan off, take all of these guys off, because, you know. So I'm waiting to see how they plan to move forward with this thing.
I have a question though. Folks in government, do they realize that they're being controlled by the folks that, well, I guess they take money from all these big banks to get elected. But at some point, when does their conscience kick in to say that we are driving the population into,
you know,
the shredder?
When you do some shady stuff the first time, you feel like crap. When you do the second time, you start lying to yourself, right? Because you know you want to do it again. By the time you do it for like the 5th to 10th time, you've gotten a system in place. You're in a bubble. The consequences start to seem far away, right? So you're just rolling with it because you've seen that no matter how bad things can get, at the end of the day, you have a military, you have the media, you control the money. So you do not understand what can come for you. These people did not understand Bitcoin for the longest, because if they did, they would have killed it from the get-go. The point when they had the opportunity to do something about it has long passed. That is why they let this thing grow and grow and grow on the internet to a point now they don't even know how to control it. So now they have to pivot to a CBDC to try and compete with it. You cannot compete with Bitcoin. So I think their conscience never comes on because they're in a bubble. And the only way to get them out of there is literally to take them out. Not like, you know, but like Bitcoin is doing. Rattle their cage.
No need for war.
Yeah, let their plans fail. There is no war. There is no need for violence. But the bottom, because if anyone is going to resort to violence, it's always going to be them. We don't have an army.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But we have something that they can't take. Period. So
whether it's the recent medical emergency or the cost of living crisis, we're seeing the benefits all around us. I can't wait for your next policy. You're going to take our money now. This is great.
Looking into what having a digital currency might mean in practice.
I think I know what it means in practice. More power for you, no power for us.
This includes issues that people care about, such as ensuring users' money would be safe and secure, that it could work with other ways to pay, would be energy efficient.
Oh, it's got to be energy efficient. I was about to say it.
wasn't this guy into Bitcoin at one point? This prime minister guy? Didn't he use that in his campaign when he was running?
Yeah, there's always that flip floppers. It said that to ensure that your money will be safe and secure. That's the same thing the bank tell you. Until you go use your debit card to go swipe at the wrong place and your money gets stolen, but they can never give you back your money.
Exactly.
There's a difference between the debit card and the credit card. Credit card, you might get your money back. Debit card, it's gone, it's gone. Has that ever been safe? And they tell you they can't tell you who stole the money, or they can't track the transaction, or where the transaction was made. So how's that safe and secure with a bank?
You know what is safe and secure? Putting your money on a ledger that cannot be reversed. Final settlement. Bitcoin. Your safety is really your responsibility, and the safety of your property is your responsibility. Right? This is why we have the right to bear arms. Because everybody understands that it is your fundamental right to protect yourself and your property. If you can trust yourself to protect your household, if you can trust yourself to protect your family, why is it that you cannot trust yourself to protect a couple dollars you have in Bitcoin? Why do you have to lose the key? It makes no sense.
It goes back to what we said in the previous video as well. It's the convenience. Oh, we'll go ahead and export our safety to, like in African countries where you don't have a functioning police department or fire department. You don't even have consistent energy. You have to literally rely on yourself.
Well,
those people get it.
Yeah, convenience is not convenient if it leads to your demise. I think people need to look at that.
Is it energy efficient? Is it energy efficient? I've got to make sure. Oh, a few other questions. You wouldn't use this ever, would you, to implement control or to advance social credit type systems or to shut down the bank accounts of people you disagree with or to surveil people and have a surveillance network that you've developed in conjunction with big tech and now a financial arm that you're developing so that you can lockstep together and gridlock us in a digital prison of surveillance tyranny? That's just off the top of my head.
Bank.
Brilliant. What else can you say to that? It's Russell Brand hit the nail on the head with that one. I think the only thing I can say here is just educate yourself. Bitcoin is future money. It fixes money. It's not controlled by any central government. And we're seeing it come to fruition right here. And I think as long as people remain ignorant of what Bitcoin is, these guys have the leeway to keep pushing with their plan. It's unfortunate because I think that we'll actually get to a point where people will actually hold CBDCs in their wallets.
Nigeria did the e-naira.
Yeah, before.
So what happened there?
Yeah, before any sort of realization will come through. So, yeah, just horrible, man. Big disappointment from these people. We've seen what is happening with CBDCs in China, right? And now the people don't even have their money. They're trying to get their money from the banks, and they just told them like, "Oh, your money is investments." I don't want my money to be investments. I put it there because I want to use it.
I want to store my value.
Insanity. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Again, this is what we do on this channel. We have a ton of videos explaining the impacts or the definition of CBDCs, the economical impacts, the benefits, the disadvantages, if you want to talk about it, and why Bitcoin already provides the benefits and why it's not really, really needed. In the meantime, I'm sure this was a great video. I'm sure you've enjoyed it. If you have not liked and subscribed, go ahead and do that now. We have a lot more of this. This is basically what we eat and drink. Check us out on YouTube.
We also have it for
Twitter.
dessert.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Facebook.
exactly. Absolutely.
Instagram. Spotify. Come on the show. Let's have a conversation. Do you support CBDCs? Come on, let's have a conversation. Get on the show and let's talk about it.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for watching. Until next time, Brazen out.
Top below.